Hello, welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron. Hi guys. And this is my drink. The last water in my office. I'm out of fucking water. I guess I gotta drink water from the rusty tap if I want that now. But anyway, let me digress. Because to quote George Carlin, I'm pissed off, goddammit. That hand motion, that was when George would shake the microphone cable. I think that's what made the thing funnier, honestly. I still quote it. Doesn't have the same effect, but let me re-digress. Because I am pissed off, goddammit. So in the last episode, I think I told you about, let me first welcome you to Scenic, my brother's house. I'm on lunch break, and I like to spend some of that up here with the skylight and little indoor greenhouse. I fucking love this. They've done this the last few years. They get all the peppers and cucumbers and tomatoes all started in here when it's shit outside, and they move them out. It's great. I fucking love that they do that. But that's not what I'm talking about today. Last episode I talked about putting up a fence and a privacy screen. Privacy screen, if you don't know, is just a black vinyl woven fabric that you put up attached to poles. Came with zip ties, and basically you put it up to let wind through but keep people's eyes off. So I started doing that. I put 3 4x4 posts in the ground, which obviously the weight of a 6-foot high roll of vinyl it was a little bit heavier because I just stapled them to the post. So inevitably, the weight kind of made it sag a little bit. But I was like, who cares? I've got to take the middle post out and put 4 new posts in. Then it'll all be stapled. It'll be up tight, and it ain't going nowhere. Well, before I could get that done, some fucking cockwomble with a whole bunch of free time decided they would call the city. So apparently somebody from the city showed up at my house last Friday, took a couple pictures, called my wife, left a message. I called them back on Friday. I called them back on Monday. I finally heard from him, I think, yesterday. I finally got a hold of him. And I said, so tell me exactly what the problem is that I need to fix. Well, it's a material you're using this landscaping fabric, and it's just going to rip, and it's just going to hang, and it's going to look bad. And that's, okay, that's the problem. Let me stop you right there. That is not landscaping fabric. That, my friend, is, say it with me, privacy screen. It is manufactured and sold specifically to be used as a privacy fencing as I'm using it. I said, granted, it doesn't look good, but I'm one man. I work 6 days a week. It rained on the 7th day. How much work do you think I got done? I said, it looks like shit because it isn't finished. You know, you don't show up when a guy's got the engine ripped apart and say, man, this thing's a piece of shit. You got to get it out of the driveway. No. See, he's fixing it. When he's done, it'll move. But you got to give the guy some room to fucking breathe. Give it some time to fucking marinate, would you? So, no, somebody called the city, so I set this guy straight and said, hey, that's not the deal. Well, technically you need to have a building permit. Like, okay, why didn't we start there? If the problem is I need a building permit, what did the material have to do with anything? Because that was just the excuse you were going to give me to take it down, and then once I countered it, it was, oh yeah, by the way, if you put poles in the ground, that's a permanent structure. You have to go to the city, print off a form, fill it out, submit the form with a drawing of how you're going to put this in. I don't know, I think I'm going to put fucking mushrooms and gnomes and unicorns on my drawing because, you know, it's my fucking yard. I'll envision it how I like. Thank you very much. So I have to submit this form with the drawing of how I'm going to do it, with the materials I'm using, and the cost. What the fuck do you care what it costs? What is there? You can only do a project if it's over $1,000? Like, are you saying you will reject me based on the cost? Well, if that's not the case, then why do you need the information? And if it is the case, what the fuck? Only rich people are allowed to build anything? I'm a little skeptical heading into this. And now I'm a little worried that, frankly, the city may not give me the permit to put my fucking fence up. So So I had to go home yesterday after work, all pissed off, goddammit, and rip down all of the work I had put in. Which is great, because now that's going to set me back weeks with this whole thing. So instead of having everything done and looking good in, say, 2 weeks from now, I'll be lucky if I can restart putting the shit in 2 weeks from now. So all they did was drag out the process and extend the amount of time that my yard's going to look like shit until it's completed. So with my bit of irrational anger, I went home yesterday, and before I got off work, I messaged my wife and said, well, you know what? I think it's time for some revenge. So when I come home to take down this beautifully constructed, half-finished piece of work I had in progress, well, I think I need to pull off the old fucking shirt. We'll just pop her off. Pop her right off there. Pop the old shirt off. Let's do some landscaping. Said I'm going to get a fucking beer. I'm going to put the speakers out on the deck. And I'm going to put on a hat. And my fat, bald, hairy ass is going to go out in the yard, slam a big beer, rub my fucking belly with the beer dripping all over it, maybe give myself a good ass scratch, maybe jack the pants down to show just a tasteful bit of ass crack. And then I will proceed to take it all down, right in eye shot of whoever it is that called me in. Well, clearly, if they don't want the privacy screen, they want to get a good look at this. They don't like that they're going to lose a view of all this. And I can't say I blame them. I mean, they're only fucking human, right? So, I thought if that's what they want, well, let's pop that fucker off. Let's give them what they want, huh? So, yesterday, in the freezing fucking cold with the wind blowing, I threw on my bucket hat and went out there shirtless, cranked up some fucking Mountain on the turntable, vintage 70s, because, you know, I really want that to carry through the yard. Messaged my other neighbor and said, hey, dude, I know you work weird hours. Here's the situation. I'm about to crank music and run around half naked doing landscaping. I apologize in advance for what you have to see, and shoot me a message if it's too loud. He said, nope, I think I'm going to have to put in a request for you, though. So, all right, request lines are open. We'll see what I can get on for you. So I proceeded to do just that. And let me tell you, after you've rolled up 100 feet of 6-foot vinyl privacy screen, shirtless, I had some regrets. Let's just say, I'm glad I don't need my nipples for anything, because I think they would be out of commission if I needed them, because, man, that vinyl is fucking scratchy. So I guess paid me back, but still, that's nowhere near the pain of someone having to watch me. And I know you're saying, Ron, they don't have to watch you do this. All they have to do is turn around and not look. No. But as we've established from the privacy fence, they do have to watch. They have to watch and know everything that's going on and see every step of what I'm doing, which is yet another reason for the fucking privacy fence. So the fact that they've been watching and had to go fucking snitch to the city tells me that I'm sure they did catch an eyeful of me out there. I was going to put up a sign to who it may concern, go fuck yourself. But I thought, you know, that's a little too far, and that's going to be the type of thing that gets my permit denied. So we're going to play nice. We're going to be a nice, civil guy who knows the city's ordinances. Now, I have a buddy, I should say buddy, one of the best fucking friends I've ever had, I guess we'll say. I shouldn't just lump everybody in the buddy category. But he would get unreasonably angry and mount himself on the principle to stab his flag in there and die on the hill of city ordinance noise violation. So, he would crank that fucking music so loud, I'd be driving up from a half a block away. You could hear it coming down the street. Windows are fucking shaking. He's got a cocktail in hand, shirtless. Somebody called the police, he would march right out to the porch and say, hey, city ordinance says 10. It's 9:15. So, why don't you go away and then come back in 45 minutes when I have to turn it down? I'm not going to go that route, even though I am also unreasonably angry. No, but because of his efforts, I now know solidly where the line is. And I know that if I would like to, say, crank some of my classic rock on vinyl while loudly slamming beers, shirtless by my fire pit, until, say, 9:55, I think I'm all good. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, the screen wasn't even really for me. I mean, I said before, I used to live on a farm outside of town. I'd whip the pants off. I'd be at the grill in my boxers. Nobody could see me from the road. It was fantastic. Now I got to the city, and I haven't been able to do this, but it's not because I'm like, I don't want to go out there without pants. No, I've done it. It's the consideration for the people that have to see it. So the privacy screen was to, 1, keep my dog in the yard, 2, keep the visibility down so my dog didn't bark every time somebody came out to their yard, and 3, as a consideration to shield the neighborhood from all this. Oh, drink it in, people. Yep, surprised I'm not sunburnt being out there for a half. Oh, that hurt. Maybe I am sunburnt. Anyway, it was a consideration to them to not have to fucking look at me parading about shamelessly half nude as a big fat man. But apparently they don't mind that, so I'm going to do that. The privacy screen would have prevented them from having to deal with that, but it would not have prevented the sound, which to this point I feel I was being very considerate about. Those days are over. Ron likes loud music, and Ron's a dick. So, to whoever the hell called this city like a fucking cockwomble snitch, let me just tell you, I'm gonna submit a form. I'm gonna build a different fence. It's gonna be a big fucker made out of wood. And it's probably not gonna be one that blocks your yard. So you're still gonna have to look at all this, because it's on now, motherfuckers. It's on. So for Drinks with Ron, my unnecessary rage, because I'm angry, goddammit, I'm Ron, signing off.